Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I am bringing you another episode of the Family Empire Houston, season 1, episode 4. Now, when I read the title of the episode, I read it as Cara Meltdown. And I was just like, what the heck is a Cara? Well, who is Cara? Or Kara. I said Kara. I said, who is Kara? He said, I didn't understand it. Then I looked at it again. It's Cara Meltdown. I said, oh, so Caramel has a meltdown. And it should be Lakeshia has a meltdown, but I digress. Okay, so it was Cara Meltdown. Anyway, so before we get started, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, share, and subscribe, and we'll go from there. This is msyelladiva. Anyway, so the episode begins where it left off, where they were at Justin's performance. You know, because he's a singer as well as a multi-business person. Okay, but he is a singer. And Lakeshia and Caramel show up, and they are talking about Lakeshia and Caramel at that time. So also they give all of these ladies nicknames when they have their name on the screen. So Lakeshia, her nickname was in the hot seat, and Caramel was in the hotter seat. Okay. So they sit down, and then Nicole, the pot stirrer. Okay, she the pot stirrer. Um, she she already said here they come. So then the detective is Jaquetta. And the instigator is Aunt Nikki. The busybody is Jermeshia. And the one that want to stay out of it is Monet. Okay? I don't blame you. Monet, me and you want to stay out of it. So, apparently Aunt Nikki called, Aunt Nikki the instigator, called her ex-girlfriend when Lakeshia's mama's died. And I don't know. I guess this is a small city. Why she got your ex-girlfriend's number? Okay, but anyway, she called her ex-girlfriend and told her that her mama died and she probably need to be, reached out to, consoled, I don't know. So when she called, when her ex-girlfriend called, that's when Caramel was pretty upset because I guess she thought that Lakeshia was still talking to her girlfriend. I mean, her ex-girlfriend, which apparently I think she was, because that's what she admitted to, that she was still her ex's friend. So she admitted to that. And but I guess she thought that she gave her phone number or whatever the case may be. Caramel thought that she was in communications with her ex-girlfriend, and then she got mad. But whatever the case may be, the sisters and the sister cousins, they feel like that wasn't the time or the appropriate place for you to go to hell off on her. Go to hell off on Lakeshia. It wasn't the time or the place. She said Nicole said you should be mad, but you could have not said it there. You could have waited to say it, to bring it up. And that's what Jaquetta, the detective, said too. She said, cause she said, cause if she was being a hoe, and so Lakeisha was like, I know you didn't say that. She said, cause we all know Lakeisha. She said, but that was not the time or the place to bring it up at her mom's funeral, basically. And and I get that. I get that. You know. But you can't tell people how to feel and how to think and all that other stuff. You know. But I obviously she had some insecurities from the giddy up that she got that mad. Okay, that mad. Okay, because if she didn't have insecurities, it would not have phased her that her ex-girlfriend was calling, because it was the time to call, because her mama just died and she would have been accepting of that because her mama just died. Okay. If she was not suspicious of her girlfriend, period. Okay. Okay. Because if, I don't have a husband, but if my husband's mama passed and his ex-girlfriend, his ex-wife, or whatever contacted him, I would think that she contacted him to send her condolences about his mama. That's how I feel. I mean, matter of fact, my ex-boyfriend's mama just passed recently, like last week. And I sent my condolences to him. I don't know if he got. I don't know about what he got going on and stuff like that. I don't even know if he got a wife. He got a nothing like that. But I did send my condolences to him because his mama just passed. So I'm with them. That wasn't the time or the place. That was not the time or the place. So Jermeshia, she said she was just eavesdropping at the door when she overheard, Carmel going in on her, and Lakeisha stating her piece and stuff like that. That was at that time when her mama passed. But anyway, so during this whole course of the conversation, all you hear is, and I think that's editing, but all you hear is when your mama passed, when your mama passed, when your mama passed, when your mama passed, and then Lakeisha just blew up. She was like, "Listen, I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't want to talk about this no more." And so, because I don't know if that was editing or if that was that conversation that it just keeps going to saying your mama passed, your mama passed, your mama passed, because that would have got to me too. And so she said, I don't want to talk about this no more. It's done. We through with it. I'm done with this. And Nikki said, you being sensitive. And Lakeisha was like, yes, I'm sensitive. My mama died. Leave me alone about it. I ain't mad at her on that either. So she yelled at Caramel, let's go. So Caramel was like, oh, let's go. Let go. And then Nikki just sit there for a minute and then she busts out crying. And the look on Monet and Nicole's face, like, bitch, what you crying for? made they look like, they was like, bitch, what you crying for? Anyway, so, um, so Justin was upset because, it happened right there in front, in the front seats, but the club wasn't that big, so so he could see them arguing. Chris trying to, calm everybody down, and then, Justin trying to perform, Jermeshia trying to, trying to, get everybody to concentrate on her husband's concert and not on, the argument in hand. So it is what it is. I don't understand, I honestly don't understand why people get upset when you're filming a reality show and you get everybody together and you do not expect it to be any kind of mess, turmoil, or anything like that. You should expect it. And as far as I'm concerned, if it don't happen, then you should be shocked. But you shouldn't be shocked when it happened, because it always happened. That's what reality shows is now. It wasn't back in my day with the real world and stuff like that. But it is now. When they get together, you gonna have a blow up. And you talk about, you can't, I don't want y'all to act a fool at my birthday party, or my coming out party, or my launch party, or my housewarming, or whatever. Then you ain't gonna be on the reality show if you don't expect the conflict to come out on when y'all get together on the vacation, all of it. So you should expect it, and when it doesn't happen, you should be grateful it didn't happen on your watch. But you should expect it, point blank, period. Anyway, so Nicole goes over to Jaquetta's house, trying to get Chris to agree to these terms. But Chris ain't there right. No, Chris is upstairs. So she sit down and they talk about Caramel. Jaquetta was like, "Is that her stripper name?" Cause Jaquetta was like, "That's my stripper name. I got to change my stripper name." And she's like, "I'm gonna be delicious, cause I like to eat." Whatever. So, Chris come down. She said, "I email a copy of your contract to both of you." And so she's like, "We're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over the main parts, and you can go over it and tell me what you think." And basically, he's a social media, photography manager, whatever. And he got a lot of stuff that he's supposed to be doing, but he ain't doing. Because I think he's supposed to be doing all of this stuff that they put on this contract, but he ain't doing pretty much none of it, except for taking some pictures every now and then. And so, yeah, then they were like, and so she was like, "We're gonna keep you at the salary that you have been." And they were like, "Oh no, I should be compensated for this." And she was like, "Well, you making, the same amount as a lot of people in your position. So, you need to, put up or shut up, basically." So, so him and Jaquetta got to talk about it, and get back to him, basically. So what else? Jermaine. Monet invites Jaquetta and Lakeshia to work out because she hadn't talked to them since the blow up at the party. So Jermeshia show up first. Jermeshia, either you come out with a full figured workout bra that can sit your breast up. You can design it and come out with it. I'm gonna give you some. You can design it and come out with it for the ladies that she probably about an H. Okay, the ladies is that out to here, cause your breast was down here, and it needed to be up here. Okay, so you need to get your designer or something like that, and come out with a line of full fingered bras, sports bras that hold the breast up here. Cause when I was like, oh my, did you get them from Walmart or Target? Cause they wasn't holding up nothing, nothing. Nothing. So you need Jaquetta. Come here, girl. Come here. You need to come out with a line, okay? Okay, this what you gonna do, cause your husband ain't gonna he ain't making a lot of money. Okay, either you go back to pharmacy, or you come out with a line of full finger workout bras, okay, to stick your breast up here, not here, up here. Cause I was like, I couldn't even pay attention to the rest of the show because the breast was on her stomach. That ain't cute. Now when she is dressed up, they sitting up here. You see all the cleavage and everything like that. They sitting up here, but I don't know what was going on here. You should have wore a regular bra if that was the case. Okay? If that was the case, you should have wore a regular bra. Cause that no. Anyway, I'm sorry I had to get on my soapbox for that. That was bad. But I'm giving you some game now. You need to come out with your line now. I'm giving you some game now. You gotta show you working out with the line. And I can be listen. I can model it for you. I can work out too, girl. We could do this, but you gonna have to call me, okay? Cause I got. Anyway, so Keisha come with some donuts. That's my girl, because I'd have came with some donuts too. But it'd have been after the workout. That's why I can't lose no weight evil. Okay? Because I love me some donuts. But it'd been after the workout. After the workout, I sweated and stuff like that. I got my little, my sheen on and stuff. Then I had a donut. Usually I get Waffle House after my workout. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, so after the workout, what's her name? Jaquetta tried to hook Monet up with the instructor. She was like, Monet's single. She was like, what? And I don't think he was her type. But, whatever the case may be. The instructor was like, I'm out. So, he may have been married anyway. So, anyway. And so, they said that Nicole and Keisha are going to therapy. And I think that'd be good for them. So Nicole and Jermeshia sit down and they talk about Chris, and they said he hadn't got back to him since he got the paperwork, the contract and stuff like that, and he hadn't talked to him or nothing like that. And so they're gonna try to sit down with him again and hash that out. But Jermeshia says she's conflicted because I couldn't understand why Nicole was bringing the contract to Jaquetta and Jermeshia. I mean Jaquetta and Chris, and not it wasn't Nicole and Jermeshia. But Jermeshia says she's conflicted because that's her baby sister, and she don't want her husband to be unemployed and her sister to carry the whole load. I mean, I understand that too, but y'all social media is suffering because Chris ain't doing his job. And if Chris ain't doing his job, then y'all gonna have to find somebody else to handle that social media part, because that social media and that photography is a big part of the real estate. So I'm with Nicole. If he can't do his job, then he got to go. Listen, I kick my if I had a sister, I kick my sister's husband too. So I mean that is what it is. Then y'all losing money, so y'all gonna lose money for your sister to have, for your sister not to be a single mama, and that's basically what she is. Well, no, because he's a good dad. He's a good dad, but she's just gonna have a house husband. She gonna have a house husband. But I mean, if he takes care of the kid, and he clean up and he fix dinner every day and all that other stuff, and all she got to do is come home and take her shoes off and stuff like that, so be it. But I don't think she want that either. Anyway, we'll go on. Jaquetta and Chris having their 6th anniversary. They go do some corny dancing that neither one of them looked like they both were awkward with that. And then they had a dinner, and the steak looked good, and the asparagus looked good. They had some crab cakes, some lobster tail. All of that looked good. I said, okay, then that make up for that raggedy dancing y'all got going on. But apparently when Jaquetta met Chris, he worked at a oil and gas company. Okay. And then he got laid off, I guess, during COVID. And then she feels like he lost some of his mojo. So what probably happened was he got laid off, and then he is working in his passion, and that's photography. However, that don't pay the bills. So he need to get a second income. And I guess that braiding group was the second income, but he ain't doing nothing for the braiding group. So the braiding group, they may be letting him go. And so he's just going to be doing photography, but photography is not paying the bills. And on the flip side, she was a pharmacist, and then she started doing her passion. That was real estate. I don't even know if that was her passion, but she just started doing real estate. So that was her passion. But the real estate paid the bills, where the photography doesn't. And he said, I ain't never been that man who let a woman take care of him. And so she was like, yes, you did. She said it was a time. When he said, yeah, I ain't never been a man who want a woman to let a woman take care of him. And so, and then she said, yes, you did. And he said, but in a relationship, it goes through that, with your partner, it goes through them phases or whatever. And I was just like, okay, so are we in a partnership, or we in, the man is the head of the household and he got to provide? What we talking about here? What we talking about? Because if the man is the head of the household and he got to provide, he going to do whatever it takes to put food on that table. Or you are not the head of the household. And you going to let a woman provide for you. Because I think Jaquetta is providing for you. I said this on the last episode. I think she is the primary breadwinner, because apparently she got hustled because she said she's selling houses, whatever, and he ain't. I don't think he got that hustle about him, and he needs to have that. So he needs to be doing. First of all, he need to be doing more for his job that pays him. Point blank, period. Okay, but yeah, that's the bottom line. He needs to be doing more for the job that pays him, and so if that's gonna conflict with his other gigs, then so be it. You can't. I'm with Nicole. You can't. You. If I'm paying you, you need to be doing more than that. But I understand that he got kicked out of the office, so he don't know what's going on in the office. So you gonna have to let him back in the office. But his feelings is hurt. So it's all kinds of craziness going on. But Jaquetta, you gonna have to figure out something, because you are the primary breadwinner, and it don't look like it's changing anytime soon. Or he need to get a job, a for real job. I'm quite sure these oil and gas companies hiring again, with some benefits and stuff. We need a for real steady paycheck, because he about 2 seconds from getting fired from the braiding group. And if that money is not good enough, then he needs to get a job and put that passion, that photography, on the back burner, or do it on the weekends when you off, or whatever days you off. That's what you're gonna have to do. But anyway, this is your girl, msyelladiva. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. That was the end of the episode. Oh, he came back. I'm sorry. Chris came back, and he said that he wasn't accepting the contract, because they went to the meeting. He not accepting the contract. He got another contract that he wants them to look over. So we'll figure out what that contract states next week. Like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, msyelladiva, signing off. Peace.